Greetings everyone, I'm Kelly Thompson, CEO for Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Illinois, and I'm so excited and honored to be here today with our Greater Illinois McDonald's owner-operator group, members of that group who are just major supporters of our charity, and we're excited to tell a little bit about their stories and their involvement with our charity today, and I want to introduce them. So first we have Terry Clark. He is a McDonald's owner-operator here in Peoria. He's also co-chair of our Peoria Capital Campaign Committee and on our board of directors. And then we have Gary Birschbach. He's a McDonald's owner-operator with Decatur, the Decatur area with the stores there, and also a longtime Ronald McDonald House Charities board member. And then we have Jack Millen, a McDonald's owner-operator from the Bloomington Normal area, and also a longtime Ronald McDonald House Charities board member. And then we have Paul and Mary Bresnay. They're from East Peoria and also other surrounding stores such as Metamora and that area, Morton, and they're here with us as well. Long-time Ronald McDonald House supporters as well. Mary was on our original board of directors.
Actually, Paul was.
Oh, Paul. Okay.
And
well, you
when
both
he
of you.
left, I went on.
Okay, well, you both were. Well, good. So I wanted to start off with Terry because Terry, as our co-chair of our committee, I remember you and I sat across from each other at one of your restaurants over 3 years ago, and I had talked to you about being involved with this project. So just tell, the group here why you chose to be involved and why you decided to become our co-chair of our capital campaign.
Well, with McDonald's, our mission statement is to help in our communities, and the Ronald House for years has been something we've all strived for and worked for, raised funds for, because we're doing such good in the communities for families that need it. As the opportunity came forward, when I was asked, we had been through this process previously, and talking with my family, we all said this is something we need, this is something we need to do. And then when I was asked, I couldn't say anything but yes, because of all the good that this is going to be doing in our community, for families in need, that'll have a resting place while they're waiting for their children to get better, and it's just a blessing for us to be able to participate with.
We're very, very grateful that you're taking on that role. Thank you so much, especially being the owner-operator for the stores here in the Peoria area. And so also, Gary, I wanted to talk to you about that. One of the things that I love about this group here is just the stories behind how they became McDonald's owner-operators, and I think it just talks to the hard work and commitment that you have to our charity. So Gary, tell us how you got involved as a McDonald's owner-operator.
As a McDonald's owner, I started. It's a common story. I started in high school, and I was a junior. Big Macs were 49 cents. Filet of fish were 35 cents. Hamburgers were 20 cents, and my crew just says, "Oh wow, bring those days back." And then I tell them I made $1.60 an hour, and all of a sudden it did seem. Got into management, worked in the owner-operator end of it in Davenport, Iowa, and then I'm originally from Wisconsin. I was supervising 4 restaurants, had an opportunity to be a registered applicant, and landed in Piedmont, Missouri, a little town of 2,300 people, and opened up a brand new McDonald's there for 5.5 years, and then an opportunity came up in Decatur, and they've been just tremendous community, taking us in, even though I'm a Packer fan. That's
despite that.
And that's home of the Chicago Bears. They've been very good, and it's November 16th. I will be celebrating my 50th anniversary. So I'll let you work the math as far as when I started.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's been a good run. My son is an owner-operator. He's my exit strategy.
Okay.
And he's very engaged, and very proud of him. And so it's provided a lot of opportunities for our family and contributing to the community, which I feel very strongly about.
Absolutely. Gary and his crews were just at the Springfield, actually, Ronald McDonald House. They, as part of what the operators do for our charity, we have an annual Give a Little Love campaign in the stores, which we just completed selling hearts. And when your teams met their goal, you brought them for a tour and then took them out to dinner.
Right.
And those are incentives that a lot of people don't realize that you're doing behind the scenes to to help people, to help our charity, to help our families, and then reward your crews and team members for
Well, it
helping
just
our
plants
charity.
the seed for education on what the Ronald House is. Next year, they should knock it out of the park again.
Yes, that's wonderful. Well,
Yes.
thank you. And then we have Jack. Jack Millen is a longtime Ronald McDonald House Charities board member. And, Jack really will highlight for us today a little bit about the gift that they are giving to our organization here in Peoria for the Peoria Ronald McDonald House. And as an owner-operator for Bloomington Normal for 15 stores, he definitely can see the impact from that region, since many of those families in that area, through the data, are going to be staying with us here in Peoria. So Jack, how does it
Absolutely.
feel to be part of this project?
Without a doubt, and thank you very much, Kelly. And Gary, thank you for sharing your story, because all of us share that same history with McDonald's. So very much what we've all done. So Kelly, I think it's probably been 5 years ago that we sat in Springfield as a board of directors along with some community leaders, and this whole idea first came up in a strategic planning meeting. And for us to be here today and know that we're only maybe 6 months away from completion is truly amazing. And I gotta tell you, I gotta tip my hat to you, your leadership, your team's leadership, and the fact that we were able to get all of our communities together to make this happen is truly, truly amazing. So as a board of director of the charity, it is extremely rewarding knowing that when we do open those doors, we are going to more than double our capacity of families that we can serve. Creating a place where these folks who have their families with critical care children, a place for them to go, a sanctuary for them to be, a home away from home, to provide them the comfort and support that they need is, again, extremely rewarding to me as a board member. I will tell you also what is rewarding to me is to be part of this owner-operator group. Not only the 5 of us that are sitting here, but it's also about the other 20 or so owner-oppers in the communities throughout central Illinois that have worked so hard to make this happen. Kelly, you showed up at one of our group meetings probably 2.5 years ago to see if and how we might support this idea at the time. And it's very pleasing to me to tell you that we came together as a group and unanimously agreed to dedicate $500,000 towards starting this project up. Yeah, and that's pretty amazing. We have since dedicated that $500,000 to go towards the building out of our new guest chef kitchens. It's a space that's going to be used by hundreds and hundreds of guest chefs that'll come in and create home-cooked meals for our families. And it's not just about the meals they're going to be creating. It's about the space, it's about the table, it's about the dining experience. Being able to come back from the hospital after a very difficult day to share a meal with their family, and not only their families, the other families that are going through the same things, to be able to comfort each other and support each other, and knowing that our staffs that are supporting them as well, extremely rewarding to me as a board member. So again, thank you for what you've done. Thank you to the communities that support us. We're just really, really pleased to be part of this, and we invite all of you out there to be a part of it as well in any way, shape, or form that you can. So thank you.
Great, thank you. That's so exciting to reveal this rendering of the guest chef kitchen space and the recognition for the McDonald's Greater Central Illinois Owner-Operators Group. And then, heading over here to Paul and Mary, who again helped, start this charity in this region. And what does this mean for you two? Mary, I know you and I were driving around one day and you said, oh my gosh, that was a site we looked at over 30 years ago. And I was like, wow, I didn't know that. And that you have the history of that. And so how does it feel for the two of you to see this coming to fruition here now in this community?
Well, it's exciting for us. I mean, we've been fighting for this for years, but never could pull it together. And the reason we're excited about it, I was in Pennsylvania, in Dallas, Texas, and then I was in Missouri. And in all the stores I've ever worked in or owned, everybody always talked about the great experience they had at Ronald House and how glad they were that McDonald's was for it and had it, and the opportunities. They either had a friend, they had a child, and it's the only thing I've ever been associated with that I never got one complaint.
Well, that's wonderful.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous thing to be a family of.
Wonderful, wonderful. And
Yeah, and we're, I'm just like truly excited about the whole thing. Back in the 90s, because we try to get the house started, we started the charities, and we gave out lots of grants every year until we became part of the Springfield House. And now to have our own in Peoria is just amazing. It's just like a dream come true.
Absolutely, it definitely is. And I was just in your store in Morton recently, and one of your crew members came up to me and said, I'm so excited that the Ronald McDonald House is coming here. You all helped our family when we needed it, and we're just excited there's going to be one now in Peoria. And that's the kind of thing, no matter where I'm at, in your stores, out in the community, I'm hearing that. So how does that feel too, to know one of your crew members has been helped by our charity, and that it's helping your own staff and employees as well?
Honestly, it's helped more than just that person. There's other people that it's helped throughout the years. My office manager had helped her sister in Memphis. So there's always somebody that you meet, that has some sort of, misfortune, but they have Ronald House. So that's like a bright spot in their life, and it really, truly has helped them out.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah. And so I just want to wrap up, and is there anything else, maybe Terry, that you'd like to add just in terms of the McDonald's owner-operators and the support through the in-store campaigns or the donation boxes, or anything with regard to our campaign that you'd like to add as the Peoria co-chair?
Sure. As Jack mentioned, and we've all mentioned, this is a group effort. The Ronald McDonald family of McDonald's operators, it's 24 right now from the central part of the state, and the contributions that are given via Helping Hands, via a penny from every Happy Meal, and maybe a fact that's unknown is a couple 100,000 plus comes to those little canisters in the drive-thru when people just want to say, here, take my change. It all helps. It all has this come together, and what this means to people in the community that have been blessed by it, it's overflowing by people opening up their pockets and donating money to this. A fantastic cause that helps so many families that need help, and we thank you for it, and we hope that we continue to keep raising funds because this is not going to stop. It's an ongoing free thing for our community.
Thank you very much. And I just want to close that by saying, it's really been my honor too to work with all of you through this process and to get to know you all over the last 8 years that I've been with the charity. It's one of my favorite aspects of my job is working with you all as operators and really showcasing the commitment that you have to our charity. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I'd like to say, I hope everybody in the community will support us as you always have, and being that we're across from the ICC college there in East Peoria, I know that the students come in and they always, that's one of like our great dropping areas for change in the canisters, and so if you have extra change, just throw it in our canisters. It really truly adds up. You can't believe that's one of our biggest areas that we raise money is by our canisters in the stores. And then we're going to have our All-Star game again this year. It'll be our 28th year.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be June 11th. So come out to the game.
Yeah, definitely.
And support the charities as you come.
That's a great way to wrap it up.
Promo the game.
That's a great way to wrap it up, as we're all looking forward to the spring and the baseball season. So thanks again. There will be a link to donate, and we just again appreciate the McDonald's owner-operator support in our central region, and have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.